maybe take a little grazing time here, and I'm gonna just, before I go into the ring, I will introduce myself. It's so nice to see your faces today. My name is Debbie Watts, and I am a horse trainer and instructor, and I focus primarily on being a relationship-based horse coach, instructor trainer, and rather than like a results-based trainer. So there's like a big difference between just getting a result and how you get to the result, right? Like with these animals, they also have brains and they have the nervous system. So there's a lot of things that we can co-regulate with the horses that they can understand from us more than us just telling them what to do all the time, or micromanaging every little thing that they do, so that then they just go into robotic mode and they say, yes ma'am, what's next? You know, and they kind of shut themselves down. I kind of like a horse to be alive, to kind of still be like thinking for themselves, make decisions about themselves. And if there's something that I need to explain to the horse, like right now, Ivan, good boy. No, he just stepped his foot really close to me. Now, Ivan's a good example for my, what I want to talk with you guys about today, because he doesn't know a lot about body awareness and certain education, things that horses are typically educated on that he may not just kind of really not know, and he needs it to be explained to him. So I have choices on how I want to tell him things. I can either tell him things or see if things are available for him, because a lot of times horses have their own things going on for the day. They might be hungry, they might be maybe they got kicked by another horse and they're kind of sore on that left shoulder today, and I'm asking them to do stuff on that left shoulder today. And so I need to say, what's available for you. I also need to keep in mind, number one, safety. So boundaries, like that foot thing, if he steps close to me, I need to explain to him, that was too close for my comfort. You're in my personal space and I need you to move out. So he needs to go, okay, no problem. I know how to arrange my body to do that. And right now he just stepped back away from me, which is awesome. And I'm gonna let him have some grass. So I'm gonna explain too.
Thank you.
To you guys. Huh?
He said thank you.
Yeah. But that was a really nice thing. And I have to be able to catch all these little things. Like, it could be just that I'm standing here talking. The horse came in and then backed up. He almost stepped on his own line there. But the horse came in and backed up nicely, so he was being polite, and I could have taken, not acknowledged that, by either keeping his head up off the grass, saying, "Oh, just stand here. You gotta stand here while I'm talking to the people," or I could have ignored it and just, or said, "On we go" to something else, or I could say, "Hey, thank you for that," and I could give him my rewards, which I use positive reinforcement, so I capture a lot of good stuff with the horses able to offer me today, and let them know that I appreciate that. Then they're going to give me more of that. That's them using their own brains rather than going into a shutdown, saying, I'm just like robotic here. What do you want me to do? And the problem with having a robotic shutdown, pleasant to be around horse that just does everything you want, is one day something is going to happen where the horse gets uncomfortable, and then he doesn't know how to arrange his own body to take care of it, and he might bump into you, or worse yet, knock you down and like step on you or something, because something spooky happened that you weren't anticipating and you weren't able to micromanage the horse at. So they can actually it's a false sense of security in a lot of ways, because the animal then is not actually safe, and you feel like they are. So I feel like it's a safer, hey baby, you want to step over here? I think it's a little safer to have the animal be able to think for themselves, and so when something happens, they know how to handle it, or they can look to you for how I need help here, rather than I can't go to her, she micromanages me all the time. I have to take care of this myself, and that's a scenario I don't want to be in, especially with children, new people that are new to being around horses and that sort of thing. So I'm just going to talk to you guys a little bit about what I do and why I do what I do. So Ivan, as you can tell, I have just been letting him graze here while I've been talking. It's one of the things.
Your water.
Oh, thank you. I don't want to carry that thing around. One of the things with grazing animals is that they're kind of designed to, they're grazers. They're out in fields. They graze all day long. If I can use that system, their whole needing to graze and being a grazing animal, for them, it can actually keep them calm. So they can use the grazing to calm themselves down. Have you guys, I don't know if any of you like have your own horses or if you've been around them a lot, but a lot of times you'll see if a horse is anxious or something, maybe they come off the trailer to a new place, and the first thing they want to do is go bite the grass, go eat, even if they're nervous. It's like they need it as a safety blanket. He wants to come up and say hi to Jess, and I'm going to say,
I'm gonna
so I'm going to
stop
thank
that.
him for listening. I didn't have to pull him. He caught a little feel on the line and said, nope, I'm with you. So now I'll say, Ivan, you want to come in this way? Ooh, excellent. We'll have him halt before we go in. And then I think I can just go ahead and come on in and talk a little bit more about this. Come in, bud.
Oh, let's see. Good.
So that's kind of why I was letting Ivan just graze out there and just kind of letting him see you guys. So that he knows nothing. There's no big worry here. No reason to be super worried. So now I might just. I carry a tree of And I'm going to wait for his nose. There we go. Wait for him to take his nose out of my pocket. Who was here at the last meeting? Are any of you from the last meet and greet? Dave, yes.
Dave and Will.
And Will, yes. Ashley, yes. Okay. So some of you are new faces then. Actually, most of you.
Do you guys want to can we go down the line and introduce ourselves?